If you are an author or a publisher in Nigeria, here are 11 things you must know about getting an ISBN. And if you stay with me till the end of this video, I will be doing a practical demonstration to show you how you can get your own ISBN at the comfort of your device, your phone or your laptop at the instance of payment. Now, about 3 years ago, I did a video on this that was uploaded on my Facebook account. And then somebody will comment to say that this is a scam. Then I'll check the person's profile and I saw that this person is a vice president of the Association of Nigerian Authors for a particular state. So I'll write him and I said to him, why not verify first? Because you're supposed to be a leader in this regard and yet you don't know these things. Okay? And since then, I've helped a number of persons, over 100 persons, to get their ISBN at the instance of payment using the online platform without ever visiting the National Library of Nigeria, because they are the body that have the responsibility to issue ISBN in Nigeria. So like I said, if you stay with me to the end of this video, I'll be doing a practical demonstration because I have a client to get an ISBN for, in this case, an ebook ISBN, right? But it can as well work for the paperback, that's the print copy, right? So I'll be doing a practical demonstration so you see how you can get your own ISBN at the instance of payments. Okay, so number one thing I want you to know about getting an ISBN is that you can get it yourself. And if you get it yourself, then you can be sure that you are getting the right ISBN. Years ago, when I published my first book, that's 2010, the book Beat the Rest and Become the Best, I got a publisher, or a printer rather, to get an ISBN for me. I don't know where he manufactured one. I will later find out that that was not authentic. Okay, so if time permits me, I'll show you in this particular video how to verify an ISBN, because even a few days ago, a lady reached out to me that the two ISBN a publisher or a printer gave her are not valid based on the verification link that I shared with them in a video. By the way, this is a new channel that I'm posting those video, right? I have the other channel, but I decided to separate this about writing to focus on it on those channels. So everything I'll be sharing here will have to do with writing, whether it has to do with Amazon or selling your own books, because a lot of authors are just focusing on writing. They have not thought of how to market their books, and that's why many authors are broke. Okay, so I'm saying that number one point here is that you can get your ISBN yourself, and I'm talking to you as an author now. Okay, so you don't have to depend on a publisher. While your book is in writing, you can get an ISBN for it, pending when you are ready to publish it, so that when you are sending your book for publishing or for printing, you already have an ISBN for it. It saves you time. Okay, so that's the number one thing. Number two thing, I want you to know that if you want to get this at the comfort of your device, I don't want to say at the comfort of your home, because you might not be at your home. At the point I'm making this video, I'm at my office. Okay, so it doesn't matter where you are. You might even be traveling. Once you have a device, a phone or a laptop, and you have internet access, certainly you can get your ISBN no matter where you are. Okay, so you can get this at the comfort of your device, even on weekends. Okay, because if you want to get it manually by visiting their office, that's the office of the National Library of Nigeria, you realize that they don't work on weekends. All right, so it doesn't matter when in the day, whether it's a holiday or whatever, you'll be able to get your ISBN. Okay, number three is that in case you have to contract someone to get it for you, like I do for most of my clients. So let me use myself as an instance. So in case you contract me to help you get this ISBN, which I do often, right? I can as well, or rather you can as well verify at the end of the day if the ISBN I'm giving you is an authentic one, a genuine one or not, from the platform of the National Library of Nigeria, excuse me. Okay, so you can verify it. That's point number three. All right, point number four, currently you can only get one ISBN per time using the online platform. Okay, one ISBN per time. Okay, so if you want to get bulk of it, the online platform is not the option for you at this moment. Okay, that's why I say currently. Okay, they might probably update this information that I'm giving you now in the days to come, but this is as at October 2025. Okay, point number five, Each format of your book has a separate ISBN. That's the order. So if I have a particular book, let me say one of my books, Beat the Rest and Become the Best, and I have it in paperback. Paperback is, let me get this. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, so this is a normal book, Don't know whether you can see this, okay? So a cover like this is what we call paperback, okay? So there's another one that is hardcover. It's very hard. It's in some of these foreign books, you'll see them and they will probably use another layer of cover to, wrap it, okay? But those ones are hard cover. So you have paperback, you have hardcover. You can as well get your ISBN for your ebook. Normally, I don't go for ebook ISBN, right? Personally, I don't think it's all that important, okay? So each format of your book, even though it's the same author, the same title, each format of it must have its own ISBN. Okay, so the ISBN you have for this particular book of yours for the paperback print version has to be different from the hardcover print version. It also has to be different from the e-book version of it. Okay, very, very important. A lot of times people don't, in fact, not people. When I started publishing on Amazon KDP, I didn't understand this. So I'll use an ISBN for the paperback to also add for what's it called, the e-copy. Okay, so it's not the way it's done at all. So each format of your book has a separate ISBN. So you will have to purchase a separate ISBN for each format of your book. Okay, so point number 6, you only need your preliminary pages, right, to get this ISBN online, because I've had people say, oh, it's not possible for you to get an ISBN online without your book being completely written or being your manuscript being fully ready. It's not true. Okay, so what we need is the preliminary pages of your manuscript, which comprises of your title, subtitle if there is, then your name, and then we come to the copyright page, right? And then you have the table of contents, right? Which you can always change even after you get an ISBN. And then you have maybe an introduction or a preface. Okay, this is enough to get you an ISBN. Just package it in a format that I'll be showing you much later. Okay, so you don't need the full book to get this ISBN we are talking about online. Okay, so let's get to point number 7. Getting an ISBN online takes just a few seconds. Okay, now this point is important because of late I've had people reach out to me to say, oh, you said you can get your ISBN at the instance of payment. Yes, that is true, and it remains true since the last 3 years when I ventured into this particular video now, or this particular thing I'm sharing with you in this video. Okay, so you get your ISBN, which I'm going to show you, prove it here in this video before or towards the end or the ending part, right? You get it at the instance of payment. Okay, this is around about 4 a.m. going to 5 a.m. in the morning, and I'm going to do this, and you see that it works. Okay, so you get it at the instance of payment. Okay, but then there is the other part of creating a profile. Okay, and this you do it once. You create a profile on the platform, online platform of the National Library of Nigeria. Okay, so you create that profile, and then they will tell you that it will take about 48 hours to approve that profile. And until that profile is approved, you can use that account to begin to request for an ISBN. So the part that takes long is the part of getting your profile created and approved. In fact, getting it created is not the issue, especially if you know how to get it right, because if you don't get it right, it will be disapproved. Okay, but if you get it right, okay, which will take you, let's say, plus and minus 20 minutes. Okay, that's even much. Okay, if you get it right and then is approved, you can begin to request for an ISBN and get it at the instance of payment. So on the platform, they will tell you that it's about 48 hours. In fact, my two accounts, because there are two types of profile. There is the author profile and there is the corporate profile. That's author publisher profile and corporate publisher profile. Okay, so my two accounts, as of last year when I got them approved, none took up to 48 hours. Okay. In fact, the first one took like 3 hours to get approved. The second one took about 8 hours to get approved. Okay. But in the recent time, or in recent time, um, the average time it takes is about 1 week. You see why I told you that you need to begin to prepare on time, because an average author that have reached out to me to get an ISBN for them wants it now, now, now. I don't know why they are always in a hurry. Okay. Or maybe because I said you can get it at the instance of payment, which I'm trying to clarify here now. So you get it at the instance of payment, but that is if you have already created your profile and it has been approved. Okay. Now, if you don't know how to create a profile to get it approved, right? You can as well reach out to me. I have a guide on this, right? That you can follow and do it yourself, whether you are using a mobile phone or a laptop. Okay, so I have a guide that will be okay. This search channel is still new, so you might not be able to. I might not be able to drop the guide at the description, but if you check my profile, you see my contact, so you can reach out to me for this, or you can yeah, reach out to me to my contact, and I'll be able to help you know how to get these guys so that you can create the profile yourself and then go ahead to request for an ISBN. Okay, so that's point number 7, the fact that you can get your ISBN online and the instance of payment, that's in few seconds, not up to a minute. All right, so point number 8, to get bulk ISBN. I talked about this earlier, remember, where I told you that you can only get one ISBN using the online option. Okay, but to get the bulk, you have to use the manual process. Okay, and this manual process will cost you less. That's if you're getting from up to 3 ISBNs. Okay, if you take the manual process to get 2 ISBN, you'll be charged the same amount as if it's I think the current amount is about 3,500, but when you add the bank charges, let's say it's about 4,000 naira. Okay, at the moment. So if you're going for 2, whether through the online process or through the manual process. Of course, through the online process, you can only get 1 per time, okay? But if you're going for 2 and you're going through the manual process, you will be charged for 4,000 naira per one, okay? That's if 4,000 is the amount. But if you're going for 3 or more, okay, let's say from 3 to 10, you could be charged maybe 10,000 naira for all of those 3. So if you go for 3 copies, you'll be charged 10,000 naira. 4 copies, 10,000 naira. 5 copies, 10,000 naira. That's for the bulk of it, okay? That means if I'm going for 10 at a go, I'll be paying 10,000 and it reduces the cost per each to about 1,000 naira, okay? But you see, this bulk ISBN is not given to you. That's from the information I gathered. If it's your first time, you must have a track record with them. Okay, so be able to get or be eligible to get the bulk ISBN, right? I think I didn't put that point here. It should have been one of the point. It should have been one of the points that I added here. The fact that after you get an ISBN, you are required to do what is called legal deposit. And at the moment, it's about 5 copies, plus and minus 5 copies of your print book after you are done printing the book. Okay, now if it's for ebook, there is a process to also get that one, get the legal deposit uploaded on their website. Okay, but for print books, after you printed the books, you have to take that if it's a personal book, not a state book, because there are levels of books. There's a national book for national whatever, then state for a state, then individual, which we call private. Okay, so if it's your own book, that's private book, you have to go to submit about 5 copies of it to get what we call the legal document that, okay, you have submitted this book for them to put in their catalog. Okay, now for the online request of ISBN, if you've not completed this process, your account will not be ready for a new request of an ISBN. Okay, so if I request for an ISBN like I'm trying to do by the end of this video, the person who owns that account will have to do something about the Lego deposit. In this case, since it's an e-copy, right? We'll find a way to follow the process. I captured this in my guide, okay? And then submit a Lego deposit for this ISBN so that we can free that account for subsequent request of ISBN. I hope this is clear. If it's not clear, use the link in my profile to contact me, okay? The number in my profile to contact me so I can explain better, okay? So you can get bulk ISBN, and I told you if you are going for more, it should be less, but you don't do it at the moment through the online platform. You do it through the manual platform. That means you have got to visit the office of the National Library of Nigeria location, physical location, okay, in your state. At the moment, I'm not sure they are in all the state because and somebody called me from Asaba, yeah, and I realized they don't have an office there. So there are some states, but they have offices in about 32 states in Nigeria at the moment, including FCT, right? Okay, let's move on to point number 9. Point number 9. Okay, I've already explained this in point number 8 when I was talking about bulk ISBN. So you start getting discount for an ISBN from 3 copies of the ISBN. Okay, so if you're going for 2, it's still the same amount they will charge you per ISBN. But if you're going for up to 3, okay, between 3 and 10 is at the moment. I know why I'm making that emphasis because you could be seeing this video a year after now and things might have changed, or 2 years after now things might have changed. Okay, so bear that in mind. All right, now beyond this whole thing, when it comes to the manual process, there are documentation or there are requirements. Okay, so you don't just go there and struggle. So I captured all the requirements in my guide, whether you are going as an author or as a publisher. Okay, so I captured all the requirement, what you need, what they will demand from you, and how to go about this in that guide so that you prepare ahead of going. Even when it comes to the Lego deposit I talked about, I also captured everything. I only talked about the part that you need, about 5 copies of your print books. Okay, like I am not able to. There's a book somebody gave me to do the Lego deposit for because I use one of my accounts to get an ISBN for them. I usually don't do that, and doing that for you will charge you more, will cost you more rather, okay? Because it will mean that I'll bear the cost of printing the books if you don't give me the copies. So I just did that for the person because she's a close person that I know, and she was able to give me the copies that I need to submit for Lego deposit. But beyond those copies, there's a letter you need to write, and there's a format for writing it, okay, before you can take it to them and submit. Now the process process of getting the document, that's the assigned letter or whatever, how do I call it, the acknowledgement, yeah, the acknowledgement for your Lego deposit. That process is free. They are not going to charge you any money. But if you don't do the needful, you don't know what to do, you could spend so much. For instance, you could visit the National Library for a number of times before you get this done, and that is also cost on you because you're transporting yourself going there. So it's important that you stay back, know everything you need to do, get them ready, go once and get it done. Okay, so that's about the Lego deposit and then the subsequent requests of ISBN. Okay, so we're almost done because I want to do the practical. Let me head over to number 10. Point number 10, ISBN barcode. This is what we call ISBN barcode. I hope you can see it. This thing. Okay, so it's important if it's a print book, right? It's important if it's a print book, especially when you want it to be placed in major bookstores, okay? Because without this, it will be hard for some of these bookstores or shopping malls to sell your books, okay? So it helps them to market your book on their through their stores, right? So it's important after you get an ISBN to get the ISBN barcode. That's if it's a print book, okay? And if you get my guide, I shared how you can get it without paying a dime, right? So it's important, but that's for mainly for print books, print version of your books. That's ISBN barcode, which I just showed you what it looks like. So you might have been seeing it and you've been wondering, what's this from? Okay, there are different ways, but I think I captured one key way that anybody can use to get their barcode for ISBN. You don't need to depend on your printers. Some printers don't even know how to get an ISBN. In fact, it was a printer that forced me to go find out what I'm sharing with you, because for 3 weeks she wouldn't give me any positive response with regards to getting an ISBN. That was when I ventured into researching to find out what I'm sharing with you now. Okay, so if you're thinking that your printers know better, they don't. That's why this video, I've had many printers, many publishers come to me, seeing my video on my other channel, asking me how to go about. So they don't know, right? I've been writing since, of course, I told you I published my first book 2010 when I left the university. Okay, so I know that some of them don't know anything, and that's why some of them lie. They will go and formulate an ISBN I give you. Okay, so don't make that mistake if you are an author. And if you're a printer, I'm not trying to talk down on you, no, not at all. I know there are some printers that know what they are doing, some publishers that know what they are doing, right? So I will also encourage you to do the right thing. Give people what works. It's not hard. I don't know why we should be lying about it, trying to fake ISBN that doesn't exist. Okay, so point number 11, and we'll go straight to the practical. Okay, you can use the ISBN you get from the NLN. NLN means National Library of Nigeria. Okay, so you can use the ISBN you get from this platform to publish your book on some online platforms like Amazon. Okay, though at the moment I'm slowing down on Amazon publish because I'm trying to explore other ways to sell my books, right? And as an author, I think you should as well do same. Don't only zero your mind on it's being on Amazon. Find other ways of marketing your books. Okay, maybe I'll do a video, another video, to help you understand that Amazon, as good as that platform is, might not just be the best, right? Is good for some reasons, but when you check some other reasons, you also see that you can leverage other options. And it's also okay that you have it on Amazon and also you can explore other options. Okay, so having it on Amazon doesn't mean you can also have it on other platforms. All right, so you can use the ISBN you get from here to publish a book on the Amazon platform or on any other online platform. So let me go straight to the practical part, because I told you I'm going to be showing you how to get this ISBN at the instance of payment. And here it goes. All right, so we are on the platform, on the online platform of the National Library of Nigeria. Okay, this is where we will get our ISBN, and the link, I'll be dropping it in the description of this video, or I'm not sure if I will be able to do that in the description. Okay, I'll share it on the screen. Okay, it is isbn.nln.gov.ng. okay, ISBN, International Standard Book Number, NLL, which is National Library of Nigeria, then .gov, that's government in abbreviation, or in short, rather, okay, .gov.ng, ng is Nigeria. Okay, so that's the link. So that's what brought us here. And if you see here, they are saying disclaimer notice, National Library of Nigeria, which is NLN, do not issue ISBN to any other agencies in Nigeria, and we are the only agency that issues ISBN in Nigeria. Okay, no third party. Then it says ISBN is issued directly to publishers and authors. So are you an author? Are you a publisher? This can be issued directly to you. All right, so they ended by saying that so any other means are fake. So this is an authentic means. So we just click on here to OK it. I'll just put my client's email address, and I'll go ahead to put the password so that we can sign in. Okay, now if you have not created a profile yet, you just go here where it says sign up now to begin the process. But like I said, for it to be approved, you've got to do it the right way. Okay, so let me enter the password so we proceed. All right, so I've entered the password, sorry, and I'll just click on login. So we are in. So let me close down this. So this is the account, this is the dashboard, right? up here, National Library of Nigeria, ISBN, and ISSN. Okay, ISSN is International Standard Serial Number. This is for series books, okay? So I'm not going to talk about that for now. So that's it. It is the logo, National Library of Nigeria. Here's your dashboard, ISBN, Lego deposit. I talked about it, so remember. Okay, so those are the things. So to apply for an ISBN, we could click here or just go here. And in this case, you can already see the author, okay, because I created an author profile. If it's a corporate publisher profile, it will look different a bit, especially with regards to what you see here. So I'll quickly just click on, let me quickly explain. You see here, you see what you have uploaded, you see the author's name, you see the title, format, then publication type, location, date, status, actions, and the rest, okay? So here it talks about awaiting preliminary pages, okay? You see how it goes, and here is payment. So these are the three key stages. So we start from, we upload the details needed, and we head over to the preliminary pages. Finally, we pay for the ISBN, okay? All right, so let's click on apply for ISBN. And quickly, I'll click here to select. So can you see it's about 3,005 at the moment. It's a single ISBN, just one. And then here, I'll select one, okay? So what's the title of the book? I'll just put it here, all right? And the author's name is already there. All right, so we scroll down here. What's the format? Can you see all the format? This is a paperback. PBK means paperback. This hardback, I told you about it, or hardcover. Then ebook, electronic book, EPUB, right? Electronic publication. This one is more of publishing it on a website or on an app. But this one is downloadable. This one may not be downloadable, okay? Then have it in a CD format, have it in online. Yeah, it's almost like this one, right? Amazon has like a Kindle reader, some of those, okay? But the three major ones are this paperback, which I showed you earlier, hardback, which is hardcover, and then ebook. So we're going for ebook. Okay, now the next thing here is type of publication. So we click here to select private. I told you about it. There is private, which is individual. There is state, and there is federal. So this for state government, this for federal government, this is for citizens. Okay, and then location. Okay, I don't think this is necessary for ebook, but let's put something there. Let me just put maybe Lagos. That I should have asked my client where, but since it's an ebook, I will not bother that much. So having filled all this, the next thing is to click on submit. All right, so we have submitted it, but not yet done. Remember, we have preliminary pages. So when you scroll down, you'll see what we've submitted. This is the author's name. This is the title of the book. This is the format. This is the date. This is 16th of October 2025. Can you see here it says status awaiting preliminary pages, okay? So we have to click here now to upload the preliminary pages. We have put it already in a format, which is a PDF format, okay? But that PDF, you need to put it in a way that the system can recognize it. It's also the reason or a reason for getting the guide I talked about, so you know the proper thing to do, because I've had people get to this point and tell me that they are confused. Okay, all right, so click here. I already have it on my system. So can you see here, say choose file? Okay, now a major thing which I was trying to explain earlier is here where it says 2 MB, so it should not exceed 2 MB. Okay, that's a major thing. There are other things, but this is a major one. So here I'll click on choose file, and I'll go to my system. There are a lot of things here. I need to access my, okay, let me click here. My, oh, okay, this is it here. Okay, so I brought it in. You can now see it here. All right, sorry, I don't mean to do it again. The one I did has left, so I need to do it again. Sorry for that error. So I'm bringing it in again. So can you see it? Then I will submit the second time. And now I'll be prompted to make payment. Okay, so can you see it gives me all the details, ebook, right? Lagos location and all of this. Okay, this is the date and everything. So when we are done, we'll do the verification. I think I will have time to do that. Okay, here it says a note, only card payment is acceptable. Well, I'm not going to use card payment because I've worked with the system, so I know how to navigate my way. So I'm going to be using the transfer option. So I'll click on pay now. Remember I told you we get this ISBN and the instance of payment. Don't forget, okay? So I said I was to use transfer, bank transfer, and that's what I'm going for. Remember it was 3.5 earlier, but now you can see that it's about 3,000, about 3,009 something, right? So that's close to 4,000 because bank charges now apply. Okay, so this is the account name, this is the account number, this is the bank, and then this is the amount. So I'll copy this amount, this bank account number. I'm going to make a transfer quickly, and the moment I make it, then I'll tell you, and we begin to count down and know how many minutes it takes us to get the ISBN. All right, so just a moment. I'm trying to log into my account so we could make the payment. Okay, so I'm about making the payment. In a moment, I'll make the payment. Once I make the payment, I will now ask you to check. Let's see whether they can pick it automatically. Okay, so I'm waiting for my payment is showing. Okay, so let's see if they can pick it automatically, even though my payment, okay, my payment has gone through here, and let's see if they can pick it automatically. I don't want to click here. Can you see automatically they picked it? Can you see payment successful? And then can you see the ISBN has been issued automatically? Okay, so if you counted from the point I told you I've just made payment, you see that it's not up to 1 minute. Okay, so quickly, because I've stayed long in this video, let me copy this ISBN. I'll also screenshot it for my client. Okay, so I'll copy this. What I want to do now is to help you see how to verify it. All right, so let me close here. So you can as well see the ISBN here. Okay, payment successful. Your ISBN is so and so. Right, this is about 5, well, not up to 5 a.m. So that's the amazing thing. You can get it at the instance of payment, irrespective of when you do the payment. All right, so to verify our ISBN, the one that was just issued, we come to this other website, which is MLN, right? This is the National Library of Nigeria again, right? If you want to get to the other page where we got the ISBN, when you come to service, let me find it and click on this, it will take you to that same page. Okay, but this time around we want to verify this ISBN. Can you see ISBN verification? So click on it. Remember, you can access this on your mobile phone, right? I said that earlier. All right, so I'm going to paste this here. But I think the ISBN they verify here is if you got it from 2022 upwards, right? So in case your own is older than that, so I'm going to put that ISBN we just got here. I copied it, so I'm going to paste it here. Why is it not pasting? Let me go and copy it again. All right, so I'm going to paste it here, and then let's click here and see. Okay, let me scroll down. Can you see my father's temper and other stories? Can you see the name, the ISBN, the format? Can you see the date? October 16, 2025. Okay, so that's how easy it is to get your ISBN online from the comfort of your device at the instance of payment. Now, I told you about a guide that I have that will help you to set up properly, request your ISBN, and also go all through the way to do your legal deposit so that you can free your account for subsequent requests of ISBN. Okay, so if you want to have access to that guide, reach out to me. It's a little token that you have to pay, and you get every knowledge as to what to do. Okay, and if you are a publisher and you also want to set up and probably you don't have all the requirements to do so, also get that guide. It will help you to know all the requirements, and I'll also give you bonuses on how to get all those requirements so that you can begin to request for ISBN for your clients without visiting the National Library of Nigeria before you get that done. Okay, now if you want me to run the process for you, I'm always ready for that. So reach out to me. I just did it for a client, and I can as well do yours next. Okay, if you have not subscribed to this channel, this is the best time to do so. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, because we have more and more loads of information to bring your way that will help you in your journey as an author, having to do with writing, publishing, and also marketing your works, whether online or offline. Okay, so hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you get notified the moment I upload the next video. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. I'm on you.